no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lauer. Our third ball game of the afternoon at 6 p.m. here out on the quote-unquote West Coast. This is a 13 and under ball game, the Scottsdale Firebirds versus the Verrado Junior Vipers. Verrado is way out in the Buckeye area, about 40 miles west of downtown. And 2-1 the record for the Scottsdale Firebirds, coached by Adam Stein. Verrado, we had them a couple of weeks ago. They weren't quite sure exactly what their record was now, but Matt Rainey is the head coach for the Junior Vipers. The captains meeting out at midfield. The Firebirds in the white and black, then in the all black, the Junior Vipers out there. The prior game's the 2 p.m. ball game. It was the 12 and under Firebirds beating West Valley Spartans Black 13-6. 4 p.m. our game last time, 10 and under the Firebirds beating the Liberty Junior Lions 45-0. So we've got the captains meeting at midfield and some big guys out there on both squads. A couple of big guys to keep your eyes on, and the lights have come on here. 83 degrees here out at Scottsdale, and right now it's kind of in between. It's dusk right now. It might be a little bit tough to pick up the ball, but hopefully have a good ball game out here as the coin in the air. See who takes control. Now, a majority of the teams have been deferring to the second half now. It appears that Chaparral has won the toss. Let's see who takes the ball first. The Vipers have won the toss. They've elected to receive, so the Vipers will get the ball first. Gunnar Gertz, number 13, will be the quarterback for Verrado. Bentley Deppen, number 21, the main running back. Dimitri De La Cruz, Aiden Contreras, one of the wide receivers, some of the main guys for Verrado. For Scottsdale on defense, a couple of big guys to really keep your eyes on. Number 88, Braxton Burno. Octavian Moody, 55, a very large man. Number 55 on the defensive line for Scottsdale. Baxter Britton, number 10, one of the twins. Baxter, a wide receiver and defensive player, along with his twin quarterback brother Benjamin Britton. So should be a good matchup here as the Vipers decided to get the ball first. Marco Eisenberg will kick off for Scottsdale as the ball on the tee, and back deep will be Gio Contreras, number 17, as well as Grady Walters, number 3, to return this kick. And we'll double check on this. So it's dusk out, and Gio on the near side, Grady on the far side for Verrado. So again, the Vipers won the toss. They wanted the ball first, and that in-between time, dusk, might be a little bit tough to pick up the ball. Eisenberg all set to kick off for Scottsdale. So Eisenberg with a good kick to the far side. It is picked up at the 25-yard line, and down going right away is Grady Walters. So he simply fell on the ball on the far side. It'll be first down and 10 for Verrado from their own 28-yard line. So 13 and under, you start getting closer and closer to the high school level, and it's amazing how good some of these kids can be. So 83 degrees out here at Chaparral High School, just a little bit south of Shea Road off of 70th Street, just to the west of Scottsdale Road. So Verrado with Gunnar Gertz, the quarterback, wearing number 13, first down and 10 for Verrado from their 28-yard line. J.J. Becker, the one wearing the white helmet, wearing 21, goes out on the far side. 4 receivers set as Gertz goes out of the shotgun. First and 10, Verrado from their own 28-yard line. Man goes in motion towards the far side is Lemus, number 17. Lemus again comes back towards the near side. The end around, Lemus gets it. He is hit and dropped in the backfield. Loss of about 3 yards in the play. Braxton Burno, number 88, coming in and wreaking havoc in the backfield. You got some really big guys on that defensive line for, shouldn't say Chaparral, but for the feeder school, of course, Chaparral. You've got Octavian Moody, 55, Braxton Burno, 88, Blaine Batayan, 99. Some big guys in that line. Loss of 3, second down and 13 for Verrado back on their own 25-yard line. A bootleg on the left side, running it is Gertz, and he's going to have enough for a first down. A good fake to the inside. He raced it to the outside and picked up about 15 yards. They'll mark him down out at the 40-yard line. So Gunnar Gertz, a good job faking it inside, took it around the left side. Verrado 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Gertz gets a snap and takes it straight ahead and breaks to the outside, and nothing doing, triple teamed. In fact, that time it was a direct snap to Dimitri De La Cruz. It was not to Gunnar Gertz, as Cruz taking the direct snap and ended up losing a yard, taking down Jake Mahler, one of the men among 3 that were in on the tackle. A loss of 1 at 2nd down and 11 for Verrado. Back at their own 39-yard line, just underway. Opening quarter, no score. Verrado here at Scottsdale Chaparral High School. 2nd down 11, Verrado from their own 39-yard line. Gertz goes out of the shotgun. Movement on that defensive line for Scottsdale, and believe that is going to be offside against the Firebirds. They'll move that 5 yards ahead. The 13 and under Scottsdale Firebirds trying to make it 3-0 on the afternoon. The other 2 teams won also. 2nd down and 6. Verrado from their own 44-yard line. Gertz out of the shotgun. Handoff inside this time, and gain of about a yard out to the 45-yard line. Not much doing that time as they hand it off to Bentley Deppen. Inside, and some big members coming in. Leon Vandershoff, 21. Braxton Burno, 88. Tavian Moody on that defensive line. Blaine Patea. Baxter Britton, number 10. Patea checks out, checking in Josiah Turner. Be 3rd and 5, Verrado from their own 45-yard line. They need to get to midfield for the first down. 4-receiver set. Gertz goes out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw, dumps it off left side. Going back is Deppen making the catch, and he is tripped up. Nice open field tackle. Ethan Miller came up from his safety position and made a stop, and it's a loss of a yard on the play, setting up 4th down and 6 for Verrado back in their own 44. About 6 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Braden Tadonio, 77, checking in for Verrado. A punting situation, and that is a beautiful kick. Punting away is J.J. Becker. The line of scrimmage was the 44. It took a Firebirds bounce. Let's see where they mark it. It was a nice little spiral. But when it bounced, it hit and it came back up the field. It'll be a 26-yard punt. Probably would have gone a little bit further had it taken a favorable bounce for Verrado, but 26-yard punt by J.J. Becker for Verrado. First possession for Scottsdale will be Benjamin Britton, the quarterback wearing number 8, Braxton Burno, running back 88, Jagger St. Clair. Smith 15, Spong 31, wide receiver Baxter Britton among the major players for Scottsdale. Defense Dimitri 4 and Gio Lima 17, guys to keep an eye on for Verrado. 1st down and 10, Firebirds from their own 30-yard line. Their first possession, no score, about 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Benjamin Britton goes out of the shotgun on 1st down and 10. Man comes in motion towards the near side. An end around going from right to left, and going to be no gain on the play. Nothing doing on that play as Smith came around from the right side, and some good defense by Verrado. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Yeah, this time period of dusk in between, where it's light and dark out, it's kind of tough to see the ball. 2nd down and 10. Britton looks to throw, dumps it off right side. It is complete for a 1st down and more down the right sideline, staying on his feet and racing down the far sideline all the way for a touchdown. Let's see if there's going to be any flags on the play. All the way down the far sideline, Braxton Burno. And are they going to say he stepped out around the 26? They did. So Braxton Burno tightrope that far sideline but couldn't quite stay in. It is a 44-yard pickup. First down and 10 for Scottsdale at the 26 of Verrado. 4 receiver set. Benjamin Britton goes out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Fires here near side and a little bit high, and behind the intended target, Jagger St. Clair. Coverage on the play over here by Grady Walters. So 88, Braxton Burno, whose brother played in that prior game, just a big target and a big runner at number 88 for Scottsdale. Second down and 10, Scottsdale at the 26 of Verrado. No score midway through the opening quarter. Britton tosses here near side. It's complete to St. Clair. Dodges one defenseman and taken down inside the 20 at the 19-yard line by Bentley Deppen. A gain of 7 on the play and that little toss to the near side to St. Clair. Pretty evenly matched ball game right here. It's third down and 3 for Scottsdale at the 19-yard line of Verrado. No score, guessing around 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Burno, the running back, lines up to the right of Britton, who goes out of the shotgun, and third down and 3. He dropped the ball. Burno picks it up, goes forward, taking on defenders, and like a man-child, he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It goes for 19 yards, and Braxton Burno, looking like a man among boys, takes it in 19 yards for the touchdown. It is 6-0 in favor of Scottsdale, right around 4 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. How about that? Braxton Burno, number 88, a name to remember. Eisenberg will try the extra point, a 2-point conversion. The snap place, the kick is up. Kick is good. It goes for 2 points. Anything that is kicked for an extra point is good for 2 if you run or pass it in, which is a little bit easier at this level. It only goes for 1. 4 10-minute quarters, a 70-yard drive, and the couple of big plays by Braxton Burno, one of 44 yards on the catch and run, and then the 19-yard run by Burno, which was on the fumbled snap and didn't look like he had any place to go. So remember that name, Braxton Burno. Bentley Deppen on the far side. On the near side here is Gio De La Cruz. Or I said Gio Lemus. Gio Lemus here on the near side. Deppen on the far side to return the kick for Verrado. Eisenberg to kick off for Scottsdale. They lead it 8-0, about 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Marco Eisenberg to kick off. And it's a good kick to the far side, 23-yard line. Deppen has it, cuts over the 30 to the outside, and he is taken down. Nice solo tackle here on the near side. Hudson Stone, or I should say Hudson Stein. Adam Stein, the head coach, I'd imagine his son, Hudson, making that nice open field tackle. 9-yard return by Deppen, and that's where Verrado will set up shop, first and 10 from their own 35-yard line, trailing 8-0 to Scottsdale. Right around 3 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Beautiful evening for football. Firebirds, Scottsdale, their teams trying to make it 3-0 this afternoon. Gunnar Gertz, the quarterback, goes out of the shotgun. De La Cruz to his left with 4 running backs on first down and 10. Walters goes in motion. They give it to Walters on the end around, and he runs into a pile after a gain of about 3 at the 38-yard line. Spong and Mahler making the tackle on that play, a gain of about 3. Second down, we'll call it about 7. Verrado from their own 38-yard line. Verrado from out in the Buckeye area, way outside the west side of the valley. High snap, the handoff inside, and maybe gouging his way for 2 Getting straight ahead is De La Cruz out to the 40-yard line. Some big bodies inside for Scottsdale. Baxter Britton leading the charge on that, and De La Cruz got it over the 40-yard line to the 41. Be third down and roughly about 4.5. Verrado from their own 41-yard line. Gertz goes out of the shotgun. 4 receivers. He'll look to throw this time. Looks to the near side, lofts it up. And Lemus waits for that one to come down, and he made the catch right around the 39-yard line. 21-yard reception. They'll officially mark him out at the 38. Gio Lemus waited for that rainbow to come down, and he made the catch just in bounds here on the near side. Should be a good ball game. The last one was a blowout with Scottsdale beating Liberty, the Junior Lions, 45-0. This tight. Nearing the end of the opening quarter, 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale. 1st and 10, Verrado at the 38-yard line of Scottsdale. Gertz out of the shotgun. Movement on that left side, left guard of that offensive line for Verrado. Going to cost him a couple of yards. So a 5-yard motion penalty on that left side of the offensive line for Verrado. Not quite sure the number. Don't want to call anybody out without getting the official number. 1st down and 15. Gertz out of the shotgun. Man goes in motion is Deppen. A handoff inside. Nothing doing. Gunner Gertz took that ball, and huge tackle from Josiah Turner. They got some big men on that Scottsdale defensive line, and that was Turner wrapping up the quarterback Gertz for no gain. 2nd down and 15. Verrado at the 43. Scottsdale. Luke Mahler checks in. Checking out Liam Vanderschaff for Scottsdale, the feeder program for Chaparral. 2nd down and 15. Gertz goes out of the shotgun. Handoff inside this time and pushing the pile for maybe 2 down to the 41. Not much doing that time for Dimitri De La Cruz. Met by that interior of the line, Turner. You've got 55, Octavian Moody, a huge man on that defensive line. Braxton Burno. 3rd down and 13 for Verrado at the 41-yard line of Scottsdale. They need the 28 for a 1st down. Backs in the I formation as Gertz goes under center. Play action, he rolls to his right, being chased. Throws on the run, it is tipped and completed to Rhett Rainey, imagine the son of the head coach, who had a good job to keep his vision and his concentration to make the catch. He's going to be 4 yards shy of the 1st down marker. He picked up 9. It'll set up 4th down and 4 after making that catch on the tipped pass. 4th and 4, 4th and 4, Verrado at the 32-yard line of Scottsdale. They need the 28 for the 1st down. Scottsdale leading 8-0, closing moments of the 1st quarter. See what Verrado does here. Gunnar Gertz out of the shotgun. Bentley Deppen lines up to his left with 4 receivers. Movement again. I think the real guilty party here was Gio Lemus. Slot to the right. It'll cost Verrado 5 yards. They spot the ball at the 37. It'll be 4th down and 9 for Verrado at their 37 of Scottsdale. Again, they need the 28 for a 1st down. Scottsdale leading 8-0, closing moments of the opening quarter. Gertz out of the shotgun, 4 receivers. Passing situation on 4th down and 9. Steps up, has pressure. In trouble, down he goes for a sack. Down he goes for a sack. It's Luke Mahler. Luke Mahler making the sack, and on down, Scottsdale will take over. 1st down and 10. Ball will rest at the Scottsdale 43-yard line with the Firebirds leading 8-0 here, closing moments of the opening quarter. A 19-yard touchdown run by Braxton Burno, the only score in the ball game. The extra point kick by Eisenberg was good for 2. Burno, number 88, the running back. He's a big one and very dangerous. 1st and 10, Scottsdale from their own 43-yard line. Benjamin Britton goes under center, the single setback Braxton Burno. Handoff to Burno with a huge hole into the secondary and picks up 10 over midfield to the 47-yard line of Verrado. Grady Walters up from his safety position to make the stop, move the chains, 1st and 10. Scottsdale at the 46 of Verrado, the handoff to Burno again with a huge hole into the secondary, breaking free inside the 30. The ball looked like it popped loose for a second, but indeed it's going to be Verrado ball. Recovered by Verrado and Caden Vehar. So Braxton Burno had a big gain but couldn't hold on to the ball, and Vehar recovered it for Verrado. So a big gain comes to an end on the fumble by Braxton Burno.
You talk about ball security. That's a key.
Ball security, certainly a key. Closing moments of this first quarter, 8-0 in favor of the Firebirds. 1st and 10, Verrado from their own 25 after the Braxton Burno fumble. A fake inside on the bootleg going left as Gertz to the outside. Has the first down and more. A foot race down the left sideline. Finally dragged down on the far side around the 34-yard line. Jace Austin with that tackle. "39-yard run on the bootlegger on the left side for the quarterback, Garner Gertz, who has good speed, and that'll be the end of the quarter with Scottsdale leading at 8-0 over to Verrado, and Verrado on the march.
I have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
83 degrees. 83 degrees out here at Chaparral High School in Scottsdale. The Firebirds of Scottsdale leading 8-0 over the Verrado Junior Vipers in a 13-and-under matchup. Verrado out of Buckeye, way out on the west side, so they had a long trip over here. 19-yard touchdown run by Braxton Burno is the only score in the ball game for the Firebirds, who are 2-1 with their record. Verrado on the march, 1st down and 10 as we start the second quarter. Firebirds leading 8-0. 1st and 10, Verrado at the 35 of Scottsdale. A direct snap inside this time. It's De La Cruz going to his right. Fights his way for a gain of about 6. That ball, well, did it pop loose? And then it was forced loose by Scottsdale and recovered by the quarterback, Gunnar Gertz, after the direct snap to De La Cruz. It was going to be good for a 6-yard carry, but Gunnar Gertz, the quarterback, wisely fell on that fumble, and it's a net gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Verrado at the 33-yard line of Scottsdale. Gertz, the quarterback, wearing number 13. Direct snap to De La Cruz again. Misdirection play to Lemus. Nothing doing there, and he's fighting still, but going to lose a yard on the play. Gang tackled by Chaparral, and coming up from that bottom of that pile was Wyatt Spong. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 8. Verrado at the 33 of Scottsdale. Early stages of the second quarter. Scottsdale leading 8-0. Pleasant evening for football. 3rd and 8. Verrado at the 33 of Scottsdale. Gertz out of the shotgun. Looks to throw. Has time. Now under pressure, and down he goes. Down he goes. It's Curtis Cannon. Curtis Cannon with the sack. A loss of 5 sets up 4th down and 13 for Verrado now at the 38 of the Firebirds. Scottsdale has got a big defensive line. Some guys to remember their names for when they got on varsity at Chaparral here. 4th and 13 for Verrado at the 38 of Scottsdale. They need the 25 for a first down. Gertz out of the shotgun with 4 receivers. Passing situation for Gertz. Steps up, throws over the middle, a little bit too high that time in traffic, intended for McKay Gentle. So on down, Scottsdale takes over, 1st down and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Should be a competitive ball game. The only score for Scottsdale, or any score in the ball game, Braxton Burno, a 19-yard touchdown run in the opening quarter. A 2-point kick conversion by Marco Eisenberg was good, and that's where we stand right here. 8-0 in favor of the Firebirds about midway through the second quarter. Scottsdale Chaparral High School. They've had a great program in all sports through the years, particularly baseball and football. 7-time champion football. Firebirds 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. 4 receiver sets splitting out wide as Trotter. Empty backfield for Britton as he lofts it deep down the near side. Has a man wide open. It is complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. Jace Austin and a touchdown-saving tackle by J.J. Becker. 37-yard gain and a good job of concentration by Jace Austin. Move the chains. Scottsdale on the move. 1st and 10 at the 25 of Verrado. Ethan Miller checks in, number 1 at tight end. Handoff in the back, or they tried to get the handoff off to Trotter, but nothing doing. And the tackle made there for a loss by Caden Vahar on the quarterback Benjamin Britton. Going to be a loss of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 14 for the Firebirds at the 29 of Verrado. 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale here midway through the second quarter. Braxton Burno, 88, is now in the backfield on 2nd down and 14. Britton throws near side. Man wide open. A diving attempt here on the near side. A little bit too far at the 5-yard line for Hudson Stein. So Hudson Stein reached out for that one, but was led just a little bit too far. 3rd and 14 for Scottsdale at the 29 of Verrado. They need the 15-yard line for a first down. Burno again, the running back to the left of Britton, who goes out of the shotgun. Play fake. Britton in trouble, and he was wrapped up. They're going to say that he's down. Jesus Felix appeared, as well as Bentley Deppen, in on the tackle. They had him wrapped up, and he threw it away, but the whistle had been blown. You know, one thing we don't hear anymore is in the grasp when we're watching the NFL. They just don't use that term anymore. That was in the grasp, if I've seen it. A loss on the play of 9 yards, setting up a 4th down and 33, or should say 4th down and 23. They need the 15 for a first down. Benjamin Britton out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Throws straight ahead, complete to Burno. Has running room up the middle. He's going to be shy of the first down, taken down on defense by Gio Lemus. Be about 8 yards shy of the first down. He made it down to the 22-yard line, but he needed the 15. And did you happen to catch? The referee was signaling something, but nevertheless, I think it will be Verrado ball. Scottsdale leading 8-0, about 3 to 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter, or opening half. No operating scoreboard or clock. So doing the best we can to estimate the time. Verrado takes over on downs, first down and 10 from their own 22-yard line. Pretty evenly matched ball game. Bentley Deppen, the running back, lines up to the right of Gertz on first down and 10. Verrado from their own 22. Gertz rolls to his right, throws far side, and it goes incomplete. A little bit too high on the far side, intended for Dimitri De La Cruz. Could have been intercepted on the far side. It was into some traffic. Goes incomplete, second down and 10. Verrado from their own 22. Lone score in the ball game, Braxton Burno, the big running back for Scottsdale, number 88, with a 19-yard touchdown run. The extra point kick for 2 is by Marco Eisenberg. So we stand 8-0 Scottsdale here, about 3 to 4 minutes remaining before halftime. Second and 10, Verrado from their own 22. Gertz out of the shotgun. They hand off inside. It's time to Deppen, and not much doing. Maybe got a yard at best. He was piled up inside, and Baxter Britton coming up from the bottom of that pile. A gain of, we'll call it 2. Third down and 8 for Verrado from their own 24. They need their own 32 approximately for a first down. Scottsdale gets the ball to start the second half. The Vipers won the toss. They received the ball first. Third down and 8, Vipers from their own 24-yard line. 4 receivers set, Gertz out of the shotgun. Handoff, they tried an end around, and this one got messy. It was an ugly play. Richardson ended up getting the ball. And amongst the pile-up, Octavian Moody back there, 55. As well as Trotter, number 20. The ball will rest at the 17-yard line of Verrado. Fourth down, and we'll call it about 16, a punting situation for J.J. Becker. His last punt was pretty good. This one he gets away, and it's a beautiful spiral, and it takes a roll for Verrado. The line of scrimmage was the 22, and that rolled dead at the other 22. A 56-yard punt, the longest we've seen in ages here. J.J. Becker with a beautiful punt of 56 yards. And just like that, if you've got a punter at this level or any level, can be a big changer in field position. And that one was a field position changer. Officially, they'll spot the ball at the 23, a 55-yard punt, but that was a beauty. J.J. Becker wearing the white helmet for Verrado. Scottsdale leading 8-0, closing moments of the first half. First and 10, Scottsdale from their own 23. 4 receivers set, Britton out of the shotgun. Throws over the middle, a penalty marker comes in. It's complete out to the 30-yard line. That complete to Baxter Britton, the twin brother. Gain of 7. There was a penalty marker on the far side, but see what that was. False start against Scottsdale. That's going to be coming back. Again, Scottsdale will get the ball first to start the second half as the Vipers won the toss. They elected to receive. It'll be now 1st and 15, Scottsdale back of their own 18. 4 receiver set, Britton out of the shotgun. Looks to throw, left side. This ball is picked off by Verrado. Picked off by Verrado. A big interception on the far side. Bentley, or should say, was at the man with the white helmet. There's 2 21s, and I believe it was the white helmeted 21. That would be the defensive back and punter, J.J. Becker. If you can check the replay, if it was number 21 with the white helmet, it was J.J. Becker. So Becker with a huge interception. There's 2 21s. Becker is 21 but wearing a white helmet. 21 the other one without the white helmet. Bentley Deppen. 1st down and 10 at the 15-yard line for Verrado. Gertz tosses here near side. It is complete, and racing ahead is Deppen for about a 2-yard gain, and that's potentially holding against face mask against Scottsdale appears to be the indication. So a costly mistake by Scottsdale, a penalty, and they'll mark that ball half the distance to the goal down at the 7-yard line. Be 1st down and 5 for Verrado at the 7-yard line of Scottsdale. Verrados have a large cheering squad on the far side, making the long trip from Buckeye way out on the west side. Scottsdale leading 8-0, closing moments of this first half. Bentley Deppen, 21. There's 2 21s. He's the one with the black helmet. The other one with the white helmet is J.J. Becker. 1st down and 5. Verrado with the ball at the 7-yard line. Man comes in motion. Gertz going to take it himself behind right guard, and he has stood up and driven back. Appears to be no gain on the play. 20 coming up and making the tackle. Jeremiah Trotter the 4th, as well as Luke Mahler. So really no gain on the play. The ball continues to be spotted at the 7-yard line. In fact, it appears to be 2nd down and goal. They have changed that to goal to go. 2nd down for Verrado. 7-yard line of Scottsdale. Scottsdale leading 8-0, closing moments of this opening half, and a timeout is going to be called by Verrado as they want to get all their ducks in the row, as Gertz was checking the sidelines and head coach Matt Rainey. Take a timeout here just before halftime, 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale.
I have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry, Scottsdale, Arizona. 83 degrees out. Beautiful evening for football. It is 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale just before halftime. And Verrado with the ball, 2nd down and goal at the Scottsdale 7-yard line. Gertz goes out of the shotgun with 4 receivers. Man comes in motion towards the near side. Gertz throws towards the end zone. It is complete for a touchdown. Complete for a touchdown on a crossing pattern to Rhett Rainey. And Verrado has cut the Scottsdale lead to 8-6 just before halftime. A 7-yard pass to Rainey, the tight end. Troy Richardson will be the place kicker. He will trot, well, let's see. In fact, it will be J.J. Becker doing the kicking. He's done such a fine job punting. That kick is up. It is blocked. It is blocked by Braxton Burno. Did you happen to check that out? He's down. He might have gotten drilled on that one. The kick was blocked. Might have been. Appeared to be Braxton Burno, the big running back, defensive end, number 88. Came in to block that kick. May have gotten him in the stomach. The ball was kicked awfully hard. J.J. Becker, number 21, the one with the white helmet, doing the punting, has a very, very good leg. And he tried that extra point. It looked like it hit him right in the chest. And that ball was moving. He really hit that hard. But the blocking broke down a little bit. St. Clair back deep to return this kick on the near side. On the far side, it is Ethan Miller. Just before halftime, it is 8-6 in favor of Scottsdale. The kickoff man will be Troy Richardson. That is a squib kick. It takes a high hop. Miller picks it up from the 23-yard line, slips a couple of tackles, and makes his way out to the 35-yard line, tripped up by Ryder Cagle. Not much time before halftime, just a few ticks of the clock, and Scottsdale holding on to a slim 8-6 lead here. The difference in the ball game, the blocked extra point by Braxton Burno of Scottsdale, blocking the kick of J.J. Becker. For Verrado, Scottsdale get the ball first to start the second half, and they take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Benjamin Britton, the quarterback, 88 Braxton Burno, the running back, has the lone touchdown for Scottsdale, a 19-yard touchdown run. 1st and 10, Scottsdale from their own 35. Benjamin Britton out of the shotgun. See how aggressive Scottsdale gets just before halftime as they get the kickoff in the second half. Britton will throw, fires over the middle. It goes incomplete, off the hands of Jamison Smith. Coverage by Thomas Chagoya. Lemus also in on the action. 2nd down and 10 for Scottsdale from their own 35. Britton will look to throw again. Fires here near side, and this ball is intercepted by Verrado. This is Gio Lemus down the near sideline and taken down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line by St. Clair. "27-yard return. Unofficially, Gio Lemus going up and making a play on defense for Verrado, and they're very much in business, trailing 8-6 here just before halftime. Verrado poised to score again before the end of the half. Not much time left. 22-yard return officially on that one. So Gio Lemus, who a couple weeks ago we saw play, very, very impressive. Taking that ball away. 1st down and 10 for Verrado at the 18-yard line of Scottsdale. Moments before halftime, Scottsdale leading 8-6. Gertz out of the shotgun. Has pressure, throws over the middle, and a penalty marker comes in. It goes incomplete, and they may get Braxton Burno for a late hit on the quarterback. Roughing the passer against Braxton Burno of Scottsdale. So Gertz took a hit. And a costly mistake for Scottsdale. They'll move that ball down inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal Verrado at the 9 of Scottsdale. So an interception by Verrado, and then the costly 15-yard penalty on the roughing the passer play by Braxton Burno of Scottsdale. First and goal, Verrado at the 9 of Scottsdale. Gertz out of the shotgun, rolls to his right. Throws on the run towards the end zone. It's intercepted by the Firebirds in the end zone. And breaking away up the left sideline, this may go all the way for a touchdown. All the way for a touchdown, Jamison Smith, unofficially 91 yards. No penalty markers on the play, and just like that, interceptions on both sides. This one, Jamison Smith with outstanding speed, unofficially 91 yards down the left sideline, or I should say 101, beg your pardon. 99 officially. Caught that ball at the 1 and went back 99 yards for the interception return. Officially 99 yards on the interception return by Jamison Smith, the guy with outstanding speed to keep an eye on. 14-6 in favor of the Firebirds just before halftime when we've got a timeout. So officially it's 99 yards on that interception return by Scottsdale's Jamison Smith. Eisenberg made the last extra point. It goes for 2 points. He made the last one, and he'll see if he can make it a 16-6 ball game in favor of Scottsdale just before halftime. How things can change in a hurry. 2 plays prior, Verrado had got an interception. We're knocking on the door. First down goal at the 9-yard line of Scottsdale. Then the interception by Scottsdale, and Jamison Smith taking it back the other way, 99 yards for a touchdown. Marco Eisenberg, who made the last 2-point conversion kick with Benjamin Britton to hold, will try to make it a 16-6 Firebird lead just before halftime. That kick is up, and he booms it through. Well, I didn't see a signal. You got to check on that extra point. I didn't see an official signal from one of the referees. It was good?
He's behind the pole.
And it was good. There was didn't really see much of an official signal, but the kick was good. It was pounded through by Eisenberg. Really no doubt about that one. So a 99-yard interception return by Smith. A 2-point conversion kick by Eisenberg has given the Firebirds now a 16-6 lead just before halftime against Verrado in a very tight ball game. Is it halftime now? No running or no clock being operated. And that is halftime, 16-6 in favor of the Firebirds at halftime. They get the ball to start the second half.
No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Full-length on 4th and 8 for the Firebirds from their own 45-yard line. Again, we have no operating clock, so we do the best we can to estimate the time. I'm guessing maybe 4 minutes remaining in this one, and Firebirds leading 32-12 in this 13 and under matchup here at Chaparral High School. So a timeout is called, and Pateo set to down and 8 for Scottsdale. So 4th and 8, Scottsdale, well, now it appears that they will go for it. Spong will be the running back. Number 31 is Benjamin Britton will bring in the play for Scottsdale. 4th and 8 from their own 45. Scottsdale leading 32-12. 4 minutes remaining approximately in the fourth quarter. Now they missed, was... The play should have been whistled dead before that got off, as the receiver here on the near side, Hudson Stein, number 6, was headed over the line of scrimmage before that play got underway. So that will come back. Hudson Stein, it was almost like they missed it for a second, but Hudson Stein, the receiver in motion, went across, headed across the line of scrimmage before the snap, and this one will come back 5 yards. So that last play does not count. It will be 4th down and 13. Scottsdale now back at their own 40. They need the other 47 for a first down. Spong is the running back on 4th and 13 for Scottsdale back at their own 40. Britton goes out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw, heaves it deep down the near side, man-to-man coverage, and no contact at the 27-yard line. It was Jace Austin trying to make that catch. Some tremendous coverage that time by Lemus. So Gio Lemus on some good coverage on Jace Austin, and Britton airing it out on 4th down and taking over on downs. Verrado, but they trail it 32-12 here in the later stages of the ball game. Verrado will take over 1st down and 10 at the Scottsdale 40-yard line. 75 degrees out here at Chaparral High School. Jeff made a good point. The turning point in the ball game was the 99-yard interception return by Smith for the Firebirds right before halftime to make it 16-6 as Verrado was poised to score. 1st down and 10, Verrado. Gertz fires deep down the left side into triple coverage, and it's picked off by the Firebirds. Picked off by the Firebirds down around the 6-yard line by Jamison Smith, his second interception on the evening. We were just talking about him. His interception return for 99 yards was the turning point in this ball game. If you're Scottsdale, you can pretty much just try to run this clock down now. Try to run some time off the clock. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Scottsdale from their own 9-yard line. Scottsdale coming in 2-1, sitting pretty, and I believe they're simply going to take a knee. So Benjamin Britton takes a knee. And the closing moments of this ball game, it'll be 2nd down and 10, or I should say 2nd and 13 for Scottsdale, back of their own 6-yard line, but time running out as they simply can take a knee, and as they lead it 32-12. And that is the ball game as Scottsdale beats Verrado, the Junior Vipers, by a score of 32-12. Scottsdale runs their record to 3-1, and Verrado was not quite sure what their record was so far this evening. So again, Scottsdale sweeping all 3 ball games this afternoon here at Chaparral High School. I'm Eric Anderson for Jeff Lowry. Have a good evening.